Hey, everybody, I'm Mike.
I'm Bob.
I'm Tim.
And this is the Board Game Rundown. Welcome to Whiskey Wednesday, May 7th edition, where we cover games from the ground up. Guys, how are we doing tonight?
Not bad.
I'm happy it's Wednesday because that means I'm very close to Friday.
Yeah, that means 2 more days of work, and
Halfway
one of them's
there.
Hawaiian shirt Friday, so yeah, it's not so bad.
There you go.
Hawaiian Shirt Friday. So if you want to, you can go ahead and wear a Hawaiian shirt.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that means you get laid at work.
Oh,
No,
See,
I was doing the direct.
LA.
nah.
Yeah. Listen,
going
I
for
didn't
the
say they were
full
good. It's like the
office
quality of my
there.
jokes. It's
Yeah,
not like they're
just
good.
they're not good. They're there. but
They're
not
there.
good.
Right. And yes, Mike, I stepped on your Office Space joke, but
I got
That's okay. I believe you have my joke. So
Oh, no.
hey, Andrew. What's up? Hey, Jasmine. Wayne is with us. Carlos always with the heavy hitting questions. Missed me. I appreciate it.
Hey,
had some work-
Carlos,
Ooh.
don't be disappointed. We don't have a guest tonight for you to just like grill with
Right.
great questions. So I challenge you to bore into Mike and Bob's skull as hard as you can.
There you
with
go.
that drill you got.
You know what though? Speaking of heavy hitting, or insightful questions, not an HR complaint. So it was. Remember a few weeks ago we had Daniel from. Here come the questions. Here comes our 30 minutes of filler before we get to a topic. Oh no, we haven't heard Tim Freeze already.
Come on.
And Bob. Is it just me?
Yeah, it was good
Okay.
though, huh?
You got me. I was like, no way, Bob too. It's like
That's
Winston
great.
chewed on his router cable. But no, Daniel, who we did IP board games with from a few weeks back, they posted in our Facebook group about a video they're doing called the Board Game Time Machine.
Mhm.
And this was the games that were their favorite when they first got into the hobby. Great
Mhm.
topic. So we are going to tackle that topic. It's going to be the first week of June when we have our old friend Andrew Stiles back on the show, whose wine cellar is now fulfilled and out to the public. And we're going to do a review of that really soon. So
I would
should be a
just
great list.
let me just spoil the review real quick and just say everybody go order Wine Cellar now.
Go get it,
buy
Wine
it. Just
Cellar.
go buy it. Just go buy it.
There's our content.
That's the synopsis of the review video that we're gonna do.
Spoilers.
Correct.
Yeah, but we like go on.
Oh, it'll just be an Instagram post with 3 of us going,
Yeah.
that's it. That's our content.
Yeah. Well, you see, the thing is we like the game so damn much, though, we're gonna want to play it and do a video for it anyway. So
You're right. I'm trying to fight doing it this weekend, but I'll wait till you get back.
I hate missing, man.
It's better. It's better with more players anyway. So
it is. But also just really excited. Congratulations to Andrew and 25th Century Games on a successful Kickstarter and just a damn good game, anyways, right? So.
Quick little spoiler for that. I did like open my box and check it out, and they did make the cards a little bit wider. They're
little
nice.
Yeah. I haven't tried to shuffle them or anything, but it's I would assume got to be a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Tim and his crackly mic. One of these days, Tim.
What? Am I crackling again?
No. It's intermittent.
Crackle for about 20 seconds and stop.
Am I good
so
now?
Jasmine doesn't want a whole ton of filler and wants us to get straight to the list. I'm okay with that, but we are going to cover a little bit of news tonight. A little bit of news. As some people may know, Board Game Geek every year gives the Golden Geek Awards, and the 2024 awards were announced as the 19th annual Golden Geek winners for 2024. We kind of wanted to have a discussion about some of these because we've had our hands on many of these games, and some of them I know we have some fairly strong opinions on. So it'll be kind of fun to discuss these awards.
Before you bring them up, I will tell you that I look at these awards and the Essen Awards sort of like I look at the Academy Awards.
Not at all.
Well, I follow Academy Awards because I like movies and stuff like that, but I tend to see that as just a self-congratulating sort of thing. And, sometimes the winners don't always make sense. And I wouldn't even say a popularity contest as much of a propaganda contest.
Would you say it's a bunch of jerks in a circle?
Could be. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Where's the cookie?
Yeah, don't eat that biscuit.
Taste the biscuit.
Well, it can't be as bad as the Origins Award, though, because the Origins Award, like, they have some games that are like brand new, and then other games are like 2 or 3 years old. I don't understand the rhyme or reason for the Origins Awards. It's no idea. I have no idea what they're doing a lot of times.
That's a you problem, Mike, because Gamma has been run flawlessly for years and years and years. Yes, Carlos, exactly like that. It's like the movie awards where the judges don't even watch the movies. The people that have votes don't watch movies, or they give them to somebody else to fill out, if you do that, you shouldn't get to vote.
It's like Tim's list. Like, the numbers are arbitrary.
They really are.
Yeah.
They really but I tell you what.
Anyway, the points don't matter.
I'll tell you what, if I had voting on something like that, I would take it very seriously. I would.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I care about it.
Right.
But.
Well, because you care, Tim, is why you'll never be in that position.
That's true. And I'm poor.
We have had some discussions about doing our own awards.
That
hasn't happened, but, maybe we'll bring that up next year, revisit. I guess let's just go ahead and show them, talk about them real quick, and then we can jump into our list, which, by the way, is our one-hit wonders. This was Tim's idea, and I love the idea. Great idea.
Thank you. I was excited about it. I wasn't sure how it was going to go over when I pitched it, so I was glad it went over as well as it did, to be honest.
I love to go after these spicy topics, and there's a little bit of spice in there.
It can be.
Nice. So here we go. Let's go over some Golden Geek Awards real quick, and then we'll get into our one-hit wonders. 2-player games. So I don't think any of us played any of these 2-player games. Am I wrong?
Just a Duel from Middle Earth, right? Did we play that one or no? Oh no,
I have not played that.
Not that one.
Now, if I had a vote though, and I voted like people that vote for these awards, I might default vote for one of those other games instead.
Where's my upside down boat? Hold on. Let's go back.
Huh?
He said my boat. Oh, it's killing him. Because my boat is sitting there upside down. It's in the storage, though. I haven't placed it into my city. Once it goes into my city, I will put it face up. But while it's in storage, I'm not using it yet. It's being prepped. It's being built. I'm building the ship.
Upside down?
No, I'm gonna put it in the water right side up.
How about this? How about Mike inverts the wallpaper so then it is now everything else is upside down?
Yes. Don't make me find something to do in another tab. I'm better than that. You don't know me very well.
Dave, I'm kind of with you though. I like to have my stuff lined up so it looks nice. I'm not even OCD, but I do like to have a little semblance of order. I attribute that to working in a kitchen for years.
Look at everything that's built though. It's all nice.
Like in the food truck game, you gotta have your mise en place.
That's right, man.
Anywho, so 2-player games, we don't have a ton of experience here.
Yeah.
Artwork.
No, I got Lord of the Rings game was fine.
Huh?
I never.
Unconscious Mind was great artwork.
Amazing artwork. I mean, Bosley and Dutray, and one's the real world, one's the unconscious world. Amazing looking game.
Yeah, I've seen art for all these games, and Unconscious Mind by far is the best art. I had to make sure that it was just the art they were talking about and not the game itself.
I do like that abstract look of Harmonies. Harmonies looks pretty nice. And I like the look of Arcs. I don't love it. Here's the one where we got some beef though. Sorry, but The Fellowship of the Ring trick-taking game, in my opinion, the crew is still better. I know you guys disagree, but regardless, this is not better than Slay the Spire.
Yeah, get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
I haven't played Bomb Busters, but I'm intrigued. It's getting a lot of hype.
I'm not going to hate on Bomb Busters, but I absolutely know that Slay the Spire is 100 times better than Fellowship of the Ring trick-taking game. And that's because Slay the Spire is 100 times better than a lot of games. It's not even a slam on
It's a great game.
Yeah. Loader, right? It's just whatever.
Yep. Expansions. Well, as you know, our channel wasn't really a fan of Ark, so why would we go and play the expansion?
Because that'd be part of the 10 hours we're supposed to dedicate before we're able to formulate an opinion.
We can't have an opinion until we
you
play
guys, that was the expansion that fixes the game, and you guys just totally...
maybe it does away with all the things that are wrong with it.
Massive Heat fan. Have Heavy Rain. Just haven't gotten Heat to the table since I bought that expansion.
I'm pretty bummed about that fact, actually.
We almost need to
I really enjoy it. And yeah, maybe Saturday at the Meeple. Oh.
Like Forest Shovel. I've heard good things about the Alpine expansion.
I like Forest Shovel.
I have it.
Yeah.
With the expansion.
Innovative arts.
Sure. Innovative doesn't make it good.
I think innovative has to be good, though.
Does it? No, it just has to mean it's different.
Well, I mean, you could put like cherry and a whipped cream on a dog turd, and that's different than your normal dessert, but it doesn't.
It's definitely innovative.
But it's got to be your bowl.
Yeah, it's got to be your. Thank you, Mike.
I know Tim almost snatched up a copy of Fromage in the indie flea market.
Man, I wanted one.
You to it. Yeah,
that's fine. Save me from myself.
And you're the only person that's played SETI. Innovative?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I mean, it's sort of like Unconscious Mind, where it takes some mechanics you already kind of are familiar with, but mashes some together in a way that you haven't necessarily seen it. Because like the rotating of the planets and some of the action selection stuff is pretty interesting.
David was going to complain about games needing expansions to fix it, but then remember Dune Imperium and the X expansion. Sadly, I bought it and still haven't used that expansion. So, light game of the year. I got to tell you, this Castle combo has gotten so much hype here recently. I literally just put it in my cart today when I saw this because I have been eyeing it and I've been wanting a newer, kind of quick, lighter card game. So I think this is going to be in my collection real soon, but I don't know anything about it otherwise.
Crazy.
We all love Flip 7.
Yeah, and Captain.
Yeah, Flip 7 and Captain Flip, obviously in that order, only because I haven't played Castle Combo. Don't know anything about it, but
yeah. So hopefully we'll know soon. Like I said, I'm probably going to get a copy of that really soon.
Look that up.
Medium games. I wasn't like super in love with Harmonies when I played it on BGA. I know it's got really chunky bits, so maybe the physical version would help. And Endeavor Deep Sea was my game of the year. So I would have put it as the winner here, personally.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that heavy game of the year category needs some work.
Yeah, heavy game of the year. SETI,
yeah, I think Arcs is like mass hysteria. Like I think people want to like Arcs because of who made it.
Than what it actually was good, yeah.
And they spent a bunch of money on it, and they've just convinced themselves that they like it.
The fact that Civolution is incredibly heavy and has a ton of rules and got this many votes is really the reason why I had to add this to my collection. This is the new Big Boy Feld. It's like Tech Tree, the game on crack. So can't wait for Bob to check this one out. I haven't started learning it yet, but it's what was that?
I said two of my favorite things: tech trees and crack.
Wait, the kind you smoke or
you weren't specific?
Oh, okay.
You weren't. Yeah, don't ruin a good thing there, Mike.
That's true. You're not going to get a whole lot of complaints about us from us about Flip 7 being the party game of the year. We're going to play it when we're done with our list. Yeah.
7.
Kevin.
But I think we're all going to have some beef about the game.
So much beef.
Yep.
I got some beef bolognese about the gang.
Now, Things and Rings was fun. I'm surprised that it got that many votes, but not because I didn't like it.
Things and Rings is just you think it's going to be really easy, but it's actually way harder. And so you kind of, I think everyone would benefit from starting easy and then going to the more difficult. Like it's sort of like you're the Crew, right? Where you start off and it's like the first couple hands are super easy breezy. And it's like, all right, guys, now we got to feel for this. Like, let's ramp it up. And I think one of the mistakes that I made the first few times that I played it was that we started like, let's go 3 rings, like, let's go, and it's like, what are we doing? And then also just playing with idiots. No, I'm just kidding.
Fair.
No, that's not true.
The other thing too is that it's far more thinky than I may want party games to be.
Yeah, I mean, go on.
I was just gonna say it kind of gives me that So Clover vibe.
That's exactly what I was gonna say, Mike. Good job.
So Clover is a cool game and I enjoy it, but I'm sitting there thinking a lot, and that's not always what I want out of a party game, even though I like it.
Mike, I 100 billion% agree. Which is the exact same number of lives saved by the stopping of fentanyl pills coming into the United States.
That's true.
Isn't that right, Bob? That math adds up.
Millions of lives.
Are you ready for this, media?
You're 100 billion% correct in that as soon as Shut Up and Sit Down covers something, there is a bump. So,
well, yeah. I mean, they're huge, but they maybe had time to play the requisite 40 hours in to
like, oh, now it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Having not played any of these print and play games, I'll just go ahead and say that my biggest beef is that the Anversan is not there to make it print and play.
Print play. Well, that's a different category. No, I don't know.
That said,
I'll just say, hey, congratulations to all the print play games. Good job.
I'll tell you one you should check out. It's live on Kickstarter right now. It's Montoon's Guardians of the Coral Isles. It's an expansion for Devin Metlin's Clash of the Coral Isles. Fantastic roll and write with battle combat mechanics. Really, really good game. Like we have a blast every time we play it. You can back it for $6. I know I'm pitching. But I'm pitching because that is a fun game. And if you want something that's like
a 2v2 version of that, that'd be great.
Oh, that would be a blast. Yeah. Montoon's is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Solo games. Hey, I'm totally good with Slay the Spire being there.
Absolutely.
Oh, Imperium Horizons is solo. I didn't realize.
A thematic game. SETI.
Yeah, SETI felt really thematic.
Zishan was right about how I haven't even played it, and this game is getting so much love already for a game that's only been out for like 3-4 months. I don't know. It came out in like December of last year, and it's just crazy how much love it's already getting. Let's go to Japan. Bob and I played that last year. It was pretty good. I liked it.
Not bad. Dual middle ring. It's a thematic. I mean, I guess it might be IP thematic, but like, I don't know.
War games, sure.
Arcs, really, for war game?
Well, that's only because Song for War isn't out yet.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Best podcast. I got beef here.
I got some beef there.
No, I'm kidding. I've heard of the Board Game Hot Takes and Space Biff, who's been doing written reviews on BGG for years. I have not heard of Beyond Solitaire, however. I'm sure they make Great content.
Good for them. Congratulations.
Yeah. Congrats. I'm kidding.
Adopt the cap.
I got space beef.
Space beef.
Oh, my goodness. That's why I said don't go back there.
Board game apps. I think the mechanics of Dune Imperium are great. So if there's a version that's quicker, sign me up.
Oh, right on. I might play the app version of that because it'd go a hell of a lot faster.
Right.
Yeah. Codenames I know has an app that allows you to like determine where the cards are and everything, but I'd be curious about an app version you play completely within the app.
I guess if the computer gives you clues and then you're playing against either a bot, and you could ramp up the difficulty. There's ways to do it.
And as we all know, Direwolf / Renegade, they always have great app implementation. So no surprise to see them represented twice there.
Yeah, I need to just buy the Clank app because I'll play Clank all damn day.
Seriously.
There is a companion app for it too. Like when you're playing the board game, you can like add a like an assistant basically to the dragon, and like it just adds more thematic things going on.
Okay.
I don't know. It's been like a year or two since I've used it, so I don't know if it's actually still supported or not.
Are you talking about the companion app for Clank?
Yeah.
Yeah, you play solo and it tell you what like cards to
no,
pull
you're
out
not
of the lineup.
playing with other people. You can add it on there, and you just basically it will like different things will trigger at different times, and it just adds another layer.
Gotcha.
Sam has got a comment about that. Codenames app works well for multiplayer online, but I miss the yelling that happens after one team wins. You're not wrong there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, David, I could definitely see automation for Dune Imperium speeding it up. And honestly, the time it takes is the only reason it's hard to get to the table for me anymore. Love the game.
No.
So there you go. Golden Geek Awards for 2024, their 19th iteration. Figured we'd touch on it a little bit before we hit our list. So
congrats to all the winners and screw all the games that won that we didn't like.
Yeah, congrats to all the winners except Arcs.
Not you, Arcs. You go back over there.
It's right out.
All right. One hit wonders. Tim, you came up with this yesterday. Where'd this come from?
Like we talk about how we love music and stuff on here all the time. And I do love like some good one-hit wonder trivia, whether it's director or a band, this and that. And I thought like, how does that translate over to board games? And then I started thinking about it.
Justin.
And there's our boy. And I just started thinking about it, right? Like, so like what designers, or publishers maybe only put out like one game that was an absolute smash hit. And you're like, here it comes. And now here it is a few years later. And it's like crickets, or that company's gone, or that designer just doesn't make anything else like what, or it just hasn't, maybe they have, but it's just never caught fire like, one of their previous, games or titles. So that's kind of where like my brain was. And I kind of threw it to you guys on a lark. I was just kind of like, the worst thing you go is like, I don't know, that seems like a stretch. Yeah. Well, I mean, I get that anyways. So, yeah. So here we go, Carlos. He's asking. Here he goes.
Sorry if we missed it the first time.
So I'll tell you that, so one hit wonder is going to kind of be, for me, a big old meatball of all of those things, right? It needed to be, for it to be on my list, it needed to be a very popular game, a highly regarded game, and the only game by that designer that everybody that is of note, right? There's one game on my list that's sort of a sleeper, but it is absolutely a hit. And I just wish this designer would make more stuff because this game is absolutely incredible. And to my knowledge, nice. See, and to my knowledge, I don't know. This designer hasn't made anything else. So Jim, unfortunately, can't be on my list because his game is too new. So he's a machine, but he's not that kind of machine. So I can't be like, well, Jim, your game just came out like a year ago. Where's my where's your next design? But some of my games have been out for 3 or more years without a follow-up hit.
There you go. Hey, technically it is Jim's second design. I'm sorry, I forget the name of the other one.
There's time. He's got
Bob,
one hit.
Yeah, I'll look it up. Oh yeah, his game's too new. Exactly. Bob, how are you defining one-hit wonder?
So all of my games were games that I like. They're not necessarily like, popular in the real world per se. Ooh. Some of them are, some of them aren't, but they're all games that I enjoy. Most of them, I just changed one. One of them was pretty new. There's still a pretty new one on here, but I'm going to leave it on here. But I changed one of them that had just come out last year because it is his first design. But other than that, they are a little bit older. Games I really like, and they don't have any other games that are in like the top 3,000. Like they might have another game, but it's way out.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Agreed. Yeah. And to go back real quick to Carlos's question, absolutely, I think those board game awards contribute to the one-hit wonder phenomenon. Whether or not that, because it'll draw a lot of attention to a designer, right, and everything. But then, can they follow up? Because you'll see a lot of times in like cinema or in music, right? A band's first album or a director's first movie that they've written, especially, is sometimes can be their best because they've spent their whole life leading up to that point crafting that, and they finally broke through with it. And then they're expected to immediately follow up and crank something else out, and maybe it's just not there.
I'm pretty much where you guys are at. I, of course, did all my research on BGG, so ranking was a motivating factor. As I go back through these, I was not looking at awards, but I know of several on here that are awarded, so I'll mention them when I get to them. I do have a combination of designers and publishers. I didn't want to only do designers, even though that was easier, but I did find a couple publishers. One only has one hit, and one has only published one game.
Nice.
Okay.
And it's a massive hit. So there you go.
All right.
Right on.
Great prereqs, great questions to start this off. But I think with that means we're ready for Bob's number 5.
Whoop. You got to make those intros a little bit longer. Now that I have all my stuff up here. A
little longer, Bob?
Yeah, that's okay. One more time? No. Right, so as you're saying,
well done, Mike. Bravo. Way to come back with a vengeance this week. Good job. All right, Hoop.
Is that an actual Bob freeze?
No, he's faking it. Oh, he did freeze.
That's our first Bob freeze. Oh. We had
He's
our
unfrozen
first
now.
Bob.exe error.
Bob not found.
I blame Winston because he just climbed out from underneath the desk. All right, no. So, anyways, as we were, 2017, the Shipwreck Arcana, designed by Kevin Bishop. Really like this game, and this actually talking about the publisher. Let me pull that up. The publisher would have qualified as well. They have the only other game they have is not till number 10,000 or so. But this is a great cooperative deduction kind of game. And
what's their other game?
Merrimorph Games. It is Norsaga.
Okay.
Never
10,290. Yeah, me either.
That's just
Shipwreck Arcana made it to 805, so that's not bad.
Wow. Yeah.
Small box game, but it's a ton of fun. Really nice components, really beautiful tarot cards. Enjoyed playing this with people and doing that cooperative, trying to deduce he could have done this, but he didn't do that. So it could be this, but if he was this, he wouldn't have done that. And just trying to, get in somebody's head and figure out why they, played the card they did or the token they did. and figure out what number they've got. So it's super interesting, but they haven't done anything since. I don't like those bits. I think the black wooden bits with the silver writing on them fit much better.
Yeah, I do too.
So,
this wasn't one of my favorites, but like it's fast enough that I'd play it anytime somebody brought it up. Game takes like 15 minutes.
I'm
Yeah,
really
cool.
mad. I'm really mad. This popped into that indie flea market for $5 and it got snatched up so fast. I would have totally bought it.
Yep, that would have been one to get.
That'd have been great. That's a great deal. Congratulations, whoever sniped that from me, because good job. Got a great game. Yeah, it's kind of, now, Bob, this is a really good example, right? Of like kind of game that inspired the idea for the list. Because it's like, man, these guys made this great game, great art, like cool vibe, really unique. Right. And it's
good
like, what are they going to do next?
Nothing.
What? Yeah. But my number 5 is kind of the opposite of this.
Uh-oh.
It's from a major publisher.
Oh.
Trainwreck Arcana?
This game soared to heights, winning the Kennerspiel des Jahres in 2019. And this designer has published other games since then, but nothing has been nearly as good or as popular as Wingspan. Wingspan is a one-hit wonder. Now, Elizabeth Hargrave is a very talented designer, and she has made many games, but Wingspan is the papa, right? That's the big one. And she has not yet achieved that level again. The great thing is I do have faith that she will be back, and she's probably a temporary addition to this list, but 6 years is long enough to say, well, I'm glad that she is a recognized and working designer, but I'm still waiting for the next, like, okay, what's the next thing? So, and it's not a knock on her at all that I like Finspan better, because Finspan was built on the back. Yeah. Built on the back of Wingspan. She innovated that design in 2019.
Oh, sorry.
She innovated that design in 2019, right? And now, like, as gameplay and players have evolved and the industry changes, it's just what it is. But Wingspan's my number 5. It's probably the biggest game on my list, but I wanted to get it out of the way. And again, culturally very important. Exactly what Carlos was saying, right? To have a female designer, just absolutely crush it and knock it out of the park. And then, to have this game arrive with acclaim and awards, and well-deserved, right? I mean, like innovative mechanics, great artwork, great components. You teamed up with Stonemaier Games, which is a great publisher. Like, hell yes, right? All home runs. And then, I don't know, Mariposas wasn't that much fun. It was okay. I haven't played Fox Experiment or Pesky Pixies, but I haven't heard a ton about them after like the initial buzz, right? Like, ooh.
Yeah. Click on Fox Experiment. I've heard a bunch about that.
I've heard this one's pretty good. It's sitting at 1,200, which isn't bad, but definitely nowhere near the success Wingspan was. So viable entry. And I have also heard good things about Undergrove, but again, nowhere near where Wingspan is.
Yeah, and that was sort of like that is one of the outliers, was sort of this pick as well, right? Is she has designed a ton of other, I don't want to say not necessarily a ton of other games, but definitely a lot of games you've heard of, but in my opinion, none of them have been near as good or as popular as Wingspan.
To address this one, David, I think Wingspan was so massive, it's going to be very difficult for any of her games to reach that popularity. Not that they're bad.
Right.
I will not say that they're not bad in comparison. I just don't know that, well, literally none of the other ones have caught fire like Wingspan did. And
popularity.
Well, there was a lot of production stuff with Wingspan too, where like they didn't print enough copies really in the first run,
Sure.
and they did it on purpose, and that caught like a bunch of news and headlines type of thing.
But I remember when Mariposas came out, and we're all like, "Oh hell yeah, the next Hargrave game! Like, let's see what it is." And it was fine. It was interesting, but
yeah.
It's a slave to its theme, so I think that it struggles a little because the theme is so key to Mariposas, and it's a really interesting theme, but it just kind of falls short. It does not complete the whole migration cycle that the monarch butterflies are doing. But yeah,
I kind of figured this was going to be on your list, Tim, but. You're not wrong. You're not wrong either. To Carlos's point here, none of the ones I have on my list, even in my honorables, were party games. So all of them are medium heavy strategy games.
I had one party game that I ended up taking off because after further discussion, I felt it was too new. Although it's not like, so they could have designed games earlier and they just didn't have the success that this party game had, but it was really their only game they've done, so I'm letting it slide.
Okay.
I do think that potentially with party games being at a lower price point and tend to be more accessible, that could lend themselves to ascending an easier climb to popularity. As far as like the one-hit wonder goes, but there's some like badass designers that are cracking into the party games or that do light games, right? Like Scott Brady does lighter games, Boop and things like that, and there's still really good stuff. Anyways,
yep. All right, my number 5 is also a designer, and his most popular game came out in 2014. So here we are 11 years later, and there have been no games that have captured the success that Alchemist was from Czech Games Edition. And this designer is Matis Katri. Alchemist I was so enthralled with this game. I love the way the app works. I like the deduction. I feel clever when I play it. It offers bluffing when you play it, and it's got a cool worker placement mechanic. Unfortunately, yeah, he's got Little Alchemist, but definitely did not get as popular as Alchemist, which reached the top 200 on BGG after 11 years staying strong. And even though I didn't get to play it, nobody will tell you that Deal with the Devil is anywhere as good as Alchemist was. You guys got to review it, and everybody else that did not speak highly of this game. So I was shocked that it got a 7.1 on BGG.
Deal with the Devil again. I love the idea behind it, but it's just not executed the way you need it to be. I would love that would be a game that I would love to like get our hands on and like make it fun. You know what I mean? Like crack into it and figure out how we can house. Yeah, we have access to a copy. There's one at the store.
Copy?
Yeah.
It's in the studio. I'm pretty sure somewhere buried.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're mirroring what a lot of reviewers said about this game. So in 11 years,
they mirrored me. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Because what you're saying isn't even far from what a lot of channels much bigger than ours were saying.
Yeah.
And you remember I was the one that was really excited for Deal with the Devil because I love Alchemist. I think it's a fantastic game. It's still one of my favorite deduction games, but nothing that Matis Katri has done since has been close to the success of that one.
Mike, I'm really disappointed in you. Because I really thought you were going to say, you guys know how I love Satan, and you didn't.
You know how I made that Deal with the Devil roughly 3 years ago to get on the board game rundown?
Yeah. Yeah, you're not the only one that calls me the devil, I guess. That's fair.
And here I am. I've been mixing potions ever since. So.
That's right, man. That's right.
But,
that's a good pick. That's a really good pick because that's a really good game. And it's too bad.
It's been a while since I played it. Be tough to get back into.
Yeah.
Me too. It's one that is hard. Yeah, I mean 7 years. It's one that was not Tim Aberley, by the way. I can tell by the people I played it with. Yeah, I know it wasn't. I didn't
sure
even know
it wasn't
Tim?
But yeah, I love that game, and it's just one, unfortunately, that you have to kind of relearn how the deduction works, so it's hard to get back on the table,
right.
and it's very thinky. But I always find my favorite way to play this is when you get to that point where you have to publish your first theory, just bluff. You don't need to have everything right. Just guess on something. You'll have more fun with the game that way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Convince everybody you knew what you were talking about. So they endorse their theory with their highest point marker. And then when they find out you're wrong, they wasted their highest point endorsement on your incorrect theory.
Absolutely.
I love that game. Just unfortunate that he hasn't done much of that relevance since.
All right.
All right. Good start, guys. Let's move on to number 4.
All right. Number 4 is a banger from 2019. You'll get no arguments from this whole group, I bet, because A War of Whispers is a fantastic game by Jeremy Stoltzfus, I'm going to say.
Sure.
That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Love this game. I actually just backed the expansion for it on Kickstarter because I want more stuff from this game because it's so good.
Yeah.
And
yes.
It made it all the way to 896, and his only other games are like around 1,200 and 20,000. So,
what are some of his other games?
Oh my, Villainous! I've never heard of Villainous Vikings. Great pick, Bob. Yeah. I've never heard of this game.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah. 2 designs, and one is in the 11,000s.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, War Whispers, what an amazing game. What a great game.
Great design.
Hell yeah.
I feel like it's like Benny Gesserit the game, or like you're playing Wormtongue and you're just like trying to get all these nations against each other. That circular board and nobody's controlling any particular nation. Like that's just super unique.
No, this is spot on, right? Another like fantastic pick. Yeah, man, we are all balling tonight, and I think going into my number 4, I think we are all going to be in accord yet again. Mike, when you said that your game was from 2014, right? Your number 5 was from 2014.
Yeah,
as well, and I thought, maybe I won't talk. Maybe I will have to go to an alternate because
try to go older.
Because 2014 was, I thought we were gonna have the same game. What's up, Reed? Because I thought you were gonna say Deception, a Murder in Hong Kong, designed by Toby Ho.
What'd you call Bob?
I mean, yeah, you got it. I mean, now this does fall, I guess, into the party game category, but this dude, like this game's great. This game's really good. This game's really good. It's got a legit BGG ranking. I cannot tell you how many times I've played this game, but this dude hasn't designed anything else like of note, unfortunately.
Right.
Like
Perception.
It's
literally nothing else. Holy crap. He is a legit one-hit wonder. There's nothing else. Wow.
And this game's so good though, right? This was shocking to me. When I looked this one up, this was shocking to me that this guy literally only did stuff for Deception and nothing else.
It's possible. I believe he is an Asian designer, as in maybe designs games for the Asian market that have not been republished in the US.
100% possible.
Would think that his name would be well known from this, that he'd have other games that would make it to the US market. So still,
I would have thought that this dude would have got
Throwback to
Wow.
last week. Plot twist. He designs Ostia. No.
No, he doesn't. That's
Doesn't. I looked it
Tatsuko Chuo.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how I know.
Yeah.
Wow. I totally glazed over this. This is a great pick.
Yeah, and I do.
266.
This game's really freaking good, and it's like, how's this dude not have like 10 games under his belt here in the States?
Yeah, one and done. Rode
Right.
off into the sunset on his horse.
Mhm.
Did this?
They-
I'm sorry, I keep forgetting to look. Did this win any awards? I'll go back.
Oh, I
and
don't
look.
know. I didn't look.
Oops.
Juego el año recommend.
Meeple's Choice nominee. So that's a popular one. But no, was not an award winner.
Sure.
Man, what a great pick, though. Wow.
Yeah, this list. The more we got into this list, the more fun I was having with it too. Because
Yeah.
it's like, oh damn, that's a good game, right?
This isn't one of my favorite social deduction games. However, it is one of my favorite to teach the casual gamers.
Yeah.
It is really easy to get people into this game, especially people that are not social deduction fans, because they don't feel like they're lying. They're just looking at other people's cards and making like relations that are better than what's in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thanks, Alan. Good to see you, buddy.
Hey, what's up,
Don't
dude?
worry, Alan. It was not Tim's idea.
Yeah, it totally was. And it was a great idea. I'm going to give them all the credit here. I was excited to jump into this, and we've hit some really good ones.
Yeah.
All right. I am going to go with a publisher now. And like I don't like, we like the spicy stuff sometimes, but like at the same time, you don't want to shed negative light on some of these indie publishers.
Mm-hmm.
The fact is, they have one game that is a massive hit. They have one game that has raised at least $1 million or close to $1 million twice. The second time when it was reprinted with an expansion, and I'm talking about Adam's Apple Games and Planet Unknown. Planet Unknown ranked 177, brought $1 million or close to it both times it was printed. And it definitely won some awards for sure. Board Game Quest, Kennerspiel nominee, Origins Award, Meeple's Choice nominee. Huge fan of this game. I think it's great. It checks a lot of boxes for me. Now, I have heard that Four Humors is pretty good, but nowhere near the commercial success that Planet Unknown has been. And I'd argue that Planet Unknown put Adam's Apple on the map as a legitimate publisher.
That Gen Con was crazy for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
They sold,
we were right
they sold
across
out of that game the first day and had no more copies for the rest of the
Didn't
year.
we play Sword Crafters? I feel like we played that one.
I have Sword Crafters. Yeah, we played it.
Yeah.
We also reviewed Agree to Disagree. Matt, sorry, Matt.
Okay. It's a good meet and greet kind of game.
Yeah. And sorry, we haven't played Four Humors, but none of these games, you can't really argue, have been nearly as successful as Planet Unknown. And again, it's really what put these guys on the map. So,
was Four Humors a Charlie McCarran game?
Yes.
Yep. I think Suns Out, Guns Out, Andrew has Four Humors, but we haven't had a chance to play with him.
I thought it was either Andrew or Spencer. Yeah, one of them had it.
I think I have it. I think I have it now.
Nice.
Well, you should probably get that one played. So because I was like 2 Gen Cons ago. But you know what? Charlie gave us that game, not Adam's Apple.
So that's true.
There's also that. But man, it's crazy as this truck off was from 2017, and here they come out with this banger 5 years later. So they had a few games under their belt before. I mean, heck, here's one from 2015. But yeah, Planet Unknown is really the one that got them popular.
They did not expect it either, that's for sure.
Mm-mm.
They were not ready for that success. Yeah.
No. I'm just real quick, I'm gonna look up where I Alan says there's a clear number 1 and number 2 based on how popular they are. Maybe this might be the time to address something I was going to mention earlier, guys. I thought you could put Klaus Tieber, the designer of Catan, as like a very obvious number 1. He does have re-implemented versions of that game, but he doesn't have any non-Catan game that has been nearly as popular as Catan. So kind of just left Klaus Tabor off the list. And re-implemented versions, you could argue whether those are separate games or fall into the category of one-hit wonder. I don't know, but I just kind of left them off the list.
I mean, we talked about it a little bit, and I just think that Starfarers is good enough that to me he has 2 hits. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I wasn't going to dog anybody for putting them on their list.
I would.
That's fair. Bob's got that dog in him.
Well, I haven't played it, but also just based off what you described, it is the bones are there, but it's still a very different game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We need
to get Starfarers to the table again.
I have not. I love base Catan. So
yeah,
I
me too.
Love to play Starfarers.
No one's perfect.
Yeah. All right. Number 3.
Right.
Alan saying Arc Nova and Arm.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We'll see how that fares as we get further down the list here.
My number 3, I love me some Civilization games. And this is like an abstract Civilization game that I've introduced to a bunch of people and they love it. But Korra, Rise of an Empire, is fantastic. And when you look at the designer, it's the Headquarters Simulation Game Club. So I'm guessing it's a group of people, and it's the only game they've got attributed to them. But Korra's fantastic. Like, it's just great little engine builder. Like, I guess they do have one that's 11,000 or whatever. But I
haven't heard of any of these.
Yeah, no, me either.
11,000 plus, some with no ranking.
Yeah. So, okay. But Korra's fantastic. If you get a chance to play Korra, it's just great. Just like Empire Builder, where you're working on like your culture and your economy. And like, there's not dudes on a map type of civilization. Like I said, it's a little bit more abstract than that. But it's basically tracks, but it's really fun. And I've taught it to like relatively new gamers, plus like, gamer gamers, and it's been enjoyed by all types. So
I really want to play this.
Interesting.
I've never played it. And what's funny is I think there was one in the flea market and it got snatched up before I could buy it.
It did. I saw it too. And I was like, oh. I mean, I own it, but still. Yeah, it's a good one to get to have. It's got nice components to it.
Okay, so Headquarters Simulation Game Club is a group of designers at Keio University's Board Game Club. Keio University offers various programs related to game design. This is a university in Japan. So a bunch of college kids made this game. Wow.
Nice.
That's a great. It's like, like The Gamers, the movie, like college kids make this like film about playing role-playing games, and they're over in Japan making board games. So.
Great pick, but also really cool.
Yeah.
Hey, even spicy topics don't have to be negative. We just learned something today, and that's really awesome that literally a bunch of college kids came together and put this game together. That's great.
Yeah.
That is cool. That's very cool. Man, my youth was wasted.
That. Yeah.
I guess that makes sense why they have these other games that didn't get off the ground. Kids putting prototypes together. That's really cool though. But Korra's great. I agree. Good pick.
All right. My number 3. I'm calling out a duo. I'm calling out a duo. These guys co-designed this game, and they have designed nothing that has been published since.
Oh no.
And I demand more games from these people because I was late to the party on this one. But then I finally got to play it. I was actually taught it by the designer. And I played his prototypes. But dude, get them freaking games signed so you could stop being a one-hit wonder with your buddy. And I'm talking about After the Empire. I want Evan Halbert and Ryan Mock to make more games, whether they are co-designing or designing individually. I'm putting a spotlight on them. You boys are better than being one-hit wonders. Get some stuff out there. I want to play it.
I've played other games that Evan has made, and they're good. Get it published, bro.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. I've played Evan's other games as well, but they're not published, so it don't count. You are one hit wonder right now. Come on, man. Prove me wrong.
Oh, that made me.
Googs, if I could get my hands on a copy, yes, but I haven't played it. I gotta have played the games on my list.
All the designers are showing up to see if they make the list or not. That's what's happening.
I know, right? That's fun. That's fun.
Good to see you guys.
That is fun. Man, Googs, I got to go back and watch your full 42 because I missed it this week because Clark had baseball and it was a late night. But when they're doing movie episodes, I got to watch.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, love those guys. Check out Full 42, support Third World Studios. Do all those things.
Yeah,
good people involved all around.
On Monday, so there's no conflict with our show.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. I see a lot of our chat in there all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, good one.
I would
love
say
the call
we see
out there.
A lot of their chat in our group.
Yeah.
I love the call out there. But just to make it official, we'll go ahead and go over Evan's other designs here. Now he is working on this 4X game Metbotech, which is in the Heroes of Thargos universe, which looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Very interested in that. Oh, and he does have that one Christmas game that's out.
Correct.
It's impossible to get.
Up.
Yeah,
right.
It is.
Yeah.
But yeah, great call out. I love it.
Yeah. I had that one in my pocket. I was like, oh, who am I gonna get? Who am I gonna get? I thought about like the problem for like Andrew is Wine Cellar's way too new. Right.
Right.
Because otherwise I'd be like hitting guys like Andrew and stuff like that too. But
yeah.
And like Sam, right? But I left him off because it's too new.
Too new.
But too new. Andrew's got like 7 other games signed already. So
yeah.
You would be freezing cold take in like 3 years if you called him out.
Yeah, well, that would be like the knowingly troll yourself, like, oh, I'm back in, like I'm gonna just make this obviously really bad call now so that then I can get a bunch of clicks again later.
Right.
There you go.
Watch this idiot face plant. Yeah.
Yeah. Little do you know, I face planted on purpose.
Right. It was in the script.
It was.
It's like calling Tyrese Halliburton overrated before he hits 2 game winners in the playoffs within a week.
You know what the sad thing, Mike, is that he was voted overrated by other players. So this is like the best revenge ever. I'm very happy for him. Just keep his dad away from the games. You're good.
Yeah.
Okay, Bob, you can turn your radio back on. We're done talking about basketball.
We're done with basketball. All right.
So baseball for a second.
Basketball.
That's how out Bob was.
All right.
He didn't even know the sport.
So good. Okay, so Alan pops in the chat like right on cue to steal one of my picks because he's right. The designer of Arc Nova so far has been a one-hit wonder. You designed Matthias Vig, German name, sorry if I mispronounce it, designed Arc Nova in 2021, and it got to number 3 overall. This has been one of the most hyped games of the last 4 years, obviously. And it's fine. Like, I don't love it, but it is a great design. It's just not one of my favorite games.
Mhm.
But Mike, doesn't he have another game coming out? Yeah, but it's a tile laying game that's based in the Ark Nova universe. The Sanctuary game here is literally Ark Nova, the tile laying game. So Matthias, you got to do something other than just like make other mechanics in the Ark Nova universe, don't you? Especially when your one game is one of the greatest, highest
Bless you.
ranked games of all time. That was a great call out, Alan. I had that one in my back pocket. Yeah. I've been sitting on that one. I had it higher, but then I found a publisher that only has one published game in the top 200, so I stuck there. But yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah,
I
that
would
was
say
technically my number one, but I'm gonna pick out something else now.
there you go. I was gonna say there's some good. He. That's the great thing about the chat, right? These people know their stuff, and those are definitely some
Smartest chat.
great suggestions.
Oh, that name. I don't know why. Yeah, he's got another one though, not just Targi, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Doesn't he have? Oh no, I thought he had something other than Targi. I was wrong. Wow. There's Cosmos had two other games that had like the same box size and similar art and everything, and I just assumed they were all Andreas Steger games. That is a great game. That's a good call. I totally spaced on that one. But yeah, the Ark Nova designer Matthias Vig. Hopefully, Sanctuary is good, and maybe it'll get totally popular because it's an Ark Nova tile laying game.
Totally
that might be enough.
Yeah,
It's probably enough for a lot of people. Honestly, let's be real here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is coming 4 years later, and that was his first design. Real quick, because we said we'd look. How many awards did this dang thing win? Probably a ton.
Too many.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm not gonna read them all. You can see for yourself.
It's fine.
People's Choice, Golden Geek. Yeah, it's just too long. It takes so long to get the game off the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, Reed. Carlos always has the great questions. Wait, what top? Wait, what needs to be its own top 5? Oh, here we go.
The room of board games. I would say Arcs. Arcs seems to be the
such a polarizing game. You either love it or hate it. Nobody's like, meh.
Yeah. I haven't seen anybody lukewarm about it. They either don't like it or they say you need to play it more.
You're right. Good one. Good one. All right. We move to numero dos.
All right.
Lupin
what? Lupin Louie.
Oh, Lupin Louie. Jim, real quick.
We did
Friday, this list comes out. Me and Bob shot it in studio.
Yep.
So stay tuned. We each did 10.
Stay tuned.
Good call.
All right. So my number 2. Mike and I love this game. Tim gives us crap because I like this game so much. It is a little newer, but he does have a few other games out. None of them have reached the success that this one has. But Sky Team is amazing. And Luc Raymond, I'm guessing is how that might be pronounced. There's an accent on it. Sky Team made it all the way to 35. He does have like Splitto, which made it to 3,400, and some other ones. But this game is fantastic. I want more bangers like this. So keep at it. Yeah.
I know Giuliano's talked this up. They've played Splitto on their stream, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right.
It's okay. I mean, at least like with the colors, they also did designs. But yeah.
But it didn't get to the top 40. It didn't win a spiel. So great pick. I considered it. I was close, but I was like, well, there's some people that like Splitto, and I haven't played it. So
yeah, I have played it. It's not nearly as good. So look at all those awards. Well-deserved best 2-player game. Well,
love it.
Yeah,
love it. Good call. Yeah, we just want more games from you, Luke. That's all. This isn't,
That's-
this isn't a call.
That's what we're
It's
saying.
kind of a call out, but it's not a bad call
A little bit.
out. This
So-
game's great. Do more of that.
I had a little bit of an intro I was going to say, right? Like Turksey, Drover, Feld, Lang, Wallace. Like the top couple hundred games are just filled with games by these people. We want more games by these folks. It's like, you guys made great game. We want more from you that, you know, can get you on this list and bump some of those other names, not necessarily out of there, but you know what I mean? Like maybe not have 10 Turksey games or 10 Wallace games in there.
Mm-hmm.
Man, number 35 now. Wow.
Yeah.
Love it. Good call.
All right, Timmy.
All right. I am going with a French designer.
We did that at the same
We
time.
did.
So, yeah, this person has made other games as well, but by far and away, this is their best one. 2019, Frederic Gerard introduced us to It's a Wonderful World.
Yeah,
And the world has never been the same or as optimistic or as bright. That is his best game so far. I would love it if this man puts out another just banging engine builder. Honestly, I love It's a Wonderful World so much that I would like maybe blind buy, a design of his if just by the box, right? If it had decent art or the mechanics sounded interesting or an interesting theme. I think It's a Wonderful World is a great game.
It is.
And it is far and away his highest ranked game and most popular game. But I absolutely love this game. I want more from him. And it's just like we've been saying all night, right? Like I want this list is not like shaming these people for being one hit wonders. This is please, give us more. Give us more. You're making these games we love. Like, so, keep them coming.
Give us more games.
So yeah, It's a Wonderful World. Give us more games we love. Yeah, Rossi. That's right. This game's so damn good. I absolutely love it. Go on, Mike.
It's close. It's honorable mention is where it ended up for me. It's a great game, and so many of these others I've heard of. Clash of Rage, but like Elos and Meeple Land, I haven't even heard of these. Guardians of Haversack, Bellum Magica. Dude's been making games for a minute, but yeah, It's a Wonderful World is the one.
That's the one that caught on, right? And
Yeah, so good. I just yeah, I mean, drafting and engine building, and you can with the expansion, you can play this with 7 and still bang out a whole game in 40 minutes.
goes
It's
so
so
fast.
good.
Yeah,
And
this
it
game's
feels
awesome.
really satisfying when you like perfectly calculate the amount of resources you're going to get and get them on the cards in the exact amount that you need. Plus that sort of competition for who can generate the most cubes during the production phase and getting bonuses from that. Man, such a good game. I need to play this one again.
I didn't quite appreciate it the first time I played it, but the more I've played it, the more I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
This was one that clicked immediately for me and was just like, yep. But I get that though, right? The great thing though, Bob, is that the mandatory 10 plays to fully be able to pass judgment on a game still will
Get that a little quicker.
Yeah, you hit that in about 8 hours, in opposed to the ARC's 50 hours more.
I do have a little issue sometimes with the cube colors.
That's fair.
I don't like those. It's kind of like smartphone, right, where they've got like the black and the green or whatever, and they're kind of hard to distinguish. It's like just use either a solid 1-for-1 or just go a different color completely, because without having a white background it's hard to tell what color it is.
Yeah, that's fair.
Tim probably already knows what I'm going to complain about, but I'm going to do it again. This guy's face just gets me. And their faces are on chits
The
in this game as a
tokens.
resource, and it's like you could have picked so many different things as a resource than the art of this guy's face. Anyway, great game.
Hey, that's the worst thing about the game. We're doing all right.
It is. It's it holds its theme okay for a relatively themeless game, but it's a great game regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. Yeah, exactly, Reed. That guy has seen some things. I mean,
Yeah, he has.
I
Yes,
don't
he
even want to know
has.
about the world that he knows. Okay, so we are on to my last publisher pick. Yeah, I know it's predictable now, isn't it?
Hey, we're
It
consistent.
is.
We're not predictable. We're consistent.
That's right.
I'm committing to the bid, is what's
Consistently
going on.
predictable.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So this publisher has only published one game. This game is number 64 on BGG. Now, it hasn't won any awards, but everybody talks this game up. It's an 8.1 published in 2018, but I'm talking about Obsession by Kayenta Games.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've only
only
heard good
game-
things.
The only game that Dan Halligan has ever designed, and it was self-published. Damn. And everybody talks this game up, just loves this game. He is apparently, as I was doing my research for this, he is a published fiction author, and it says he's a developer. So, to be fair, I don't know if he's doing developing for other companies, but if you
Maybe.
go to the Kayenta Games website, Obsession's the only thing on it. But yeah, let's get some more bangers like Obsession. I'll be fair, I haven't played this game, but nobody says anything bad about it. And if you're an
No.
8.1 and number 64, you've got to be doing something right.
Right. Agreed.
Didn't they release some expansions for this?
There's a ton of expansions. Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
my
I wonder if
obsession.
like Kanta just got bought up by somebody else. I wonder.
There's a bunch. Promo cards and all that stuff.
When I had the Meeple event at Fantasy, a guy showed up with that and a bunch of expansions for it, wanting to learn it. And it's just kind of like, maybe not the right place to learn that game.
Right.
And I think you had to get it during the Kickstarter, or you have to get it directly from their website, because
He
you
had
see
Kickstarted it.
there's no US copies on BGG at all. There's none online anywhere that are fair, and if it's $33 on eBay, that's a promo or something. Yeah, this one is just this one standalone game, and that's the only thing he's done. Props to Dan.
All right.
So this one, I hadn't played it, but when I was like, wait a minute, I think this is the one where it's the only one he's done. And yeah,
that
make some more
is
people love. Good job, but do some more that we can love.
Right.
That's all. All right. Our number one hit wonder. Right on time.
Yes, Chris.
The rundown.
Been waiting all night
Shut down.
for
Hashtag shut down the rundown.
Cheers.
Just like the one hit wonder that are these games, Chris is good for about one hit comment per night.
Hey, at least one that's fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
one good one. Got it. So who was it? It was Alan. So Alan, you were right, and then that kind of unfortunately made Mike right.
Oops, sorry.
Oops, it's all right. Ark Nova was my number one because that game shot all the way up. It's number 3. They haven't done anything else. And that was a while ago. So I'm going to substitute that out for one of my honorable mentions. I really enjoy this kind of tile laying game. I'm pretty sure I got it from the Hachette booth. It is Acropolis. Came out in 2022 by Jules Massaud. Yeah, I I really enjoy the the puzzle of trying to multi-tiering them and trying to get things. I know, right? It pains me too. He does have a couple other games that he has produced, but nothing that made it anywhere near as popular as Acropolis. What is it? Backstories and Accomplices. But if you like tile laying games, it's super light. It plays quick, and it's enjoyable. You can change up like the scoring conditions to kind of add some variance to the game.
It is a good game.
It is a good game.
Yeah, I remember when this game came out and it was like really cheap as well. Like the price point was great on it.
$50 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cheap.
Dave Rossi just shared a close up of the It's a Wonderful World guy in our Discord, and I'm just over here cracking up.
Oh no.
Sorry, bud.
Oh boy. Need to make that an avatar in something. I'll figure it out later.
The times they are changing.
All right.
I can't remember the last time Tim was right about something.
Yeah, it's rare. I was right about this list.
That's about it.
Hey, you know what? We've done
one hit wonder.
That's
there you go. We've done the things that were wrong about lists. We should do things each other are right about lists.
That's a much harder list.
Gross. Just
yeah.
I'd rather have the sausage spam, eggs, bacon spam.
It's not got much spam.
How has it got much spam in it? Yes. Bloody Vikings. Okay. All right. Now that we've derailed my number one, so this is kind of in the same vein of some stuff that's been talked about earlier, where this designer has created other games sort of with this IP, but none of them have reached the heights. So right now they are a one-hit wonder. They had one massive hit, and the other games fizzled or just fallen a little bit short. And I wouldn't say for any fault of their own, because I actually think that the other two games by this person I've played, I really enjoyed quite a bit. But I have to put, where's his name? Where'd it go? I lost it. Oh, I lost it. James A. Wilson, designer of Everdell, on this list. Everdell is fantastic. Here's the thing though, right? Everdell Farshore, really good. Everdell Duo, really good. But none of them reached the lofty heights of OG Everdell. Great game, wonderful way to introduce people into the hobby, right? It's a fun engine building game. The art looks great. It builds on some relatively easy mechanics, and then as you you can add in all the different expansions and modules and stuff like that. But yeah, man, it's kind of it. Because I like I said, I think Farshore is a great game, but it's not rated near as high. It's 1750, right? I mean, Everdell Duo. Mike, you and I played the heck out of that. We played 3 or 4 games of that in a row for our video.
Yeah, they're good games, but also they're still just Everdell with tweaked rules.
Yeah. So I think this guy's really talented, and I love Everdell, and but this is kind of it. Like, give me more, man. Yeah. Give me more.
Yeah. I left this as an honorable, but I had a feeling that maybe you would put it on the list.
I mean, I've got some honorable mentions that I will, go over once we're all done. But I kind of I picked this one as my number one because I might be my highest ranked.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I just found something super interesting.
Excuse me. What's that?
Well, I was gonna ask you why you didn't put like DC Deck Builder, right? The designer of that, Matt Hyra, I mean, they only made it to 1054, but he also did GKR Heavy Hitters, Attack on Titan, the deck building game that I like, plus some of the other DC deck builder games like.
So, Bob, when doing this list, I looked up the designer of GKR and I saw that he did DC deck building. I'm like, well, he's out.
You got too many great games. That guy's awesome. Yeah.
He's out.
Yeah, that's funny. Side note, did you see the pic I sent about the new DC deck builder? I sent you one in the group chat. There's a new version coming out.
Man, I'm kind of like 2 sets behind because I didn't back the last 2 Kickstarters, but
I was trying to catch up.
Yeah, no doubt.
Let's see what it was called.
All right.
Arkham Asylum.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Anyways, as we were.
My number one, this was the first one I thought of. This is number 28 on BGG. This is a husband and wife design team. And their number 28 game that came out in 2020, 5 years ago, is the only game that they have ever designed.
I think I know what it is.
Mentioned in the chat by Alan, and it's Min and Elwin, the designers of Lost Ruins of Arnak.
Yeah.
I love this game, and huge fan. And I'm totally cool that they keep adding to this world and giving us asymmetric factions and giving us a campaign for this game. Totally cool with that. And in fact, I still remember Gen Con 2023 when I had a break from our booth, the first year we had a booth, and it just so happened that Tim's sister and brother-in-laws walked by and said, "Hey, you want to walk with us?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just about to take a break." We went up to the CGE room, and I watched your sister fanboy over them like I wanted to do because I love this game. And they were the nicest, sweetest, most genuine people. In fact, Min, I was commenting about some of the enamel pins that they had on the table, and he pulled out one of the Guardian pins. And you may have seen my Guardian pin that I keep on my Tiny Game Series fanny pack. It's one of my favorite pins. They weren't selling it that year. He pulled it out of his pocket and gave it to me.
That is how cool they are.
Genuine and nice these people are. And I love this game, but this is the only one that they have designed in 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
They're the ultimate one-hit wonders here. Everything's an expansion to Lost Ruins. And this Rolling Realms promo that is a Lost Ruins of Arnak promo pack. But yeah, I'm totally love this game, and I'm glad they keep expanding it and making it better.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
But yeah, they are truly so far one-hit wonders, and I imagine this has won a ton of awards. Yeah.
Oh, and deservedly so, right? I mean, great art, great production value. You know, they did a nice job.
Yeah, I love those little bits, the little tablets and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the reasons why CGE is my favorite publisher. They go straight to retail, which not knocking on any publisher that doesn't, but they go straight to retail. They have all these hits, and their games are still gorgeous and have amazing production value.
And it's not like obscenely hard to get them either. You can just get them at a game store. Yeah. You don't have to go crazy on the secondary market. Yeah.
Yeah. And they keep them in print. They never go out of print.
Even the dog likes that one.
This goes all the way back to Alchemist from CGE. This goes all the way back to me getting into the hobby and enjoying Dungeon Pets and all the Schwadel games. Yeah, Alan, this was the one as soon as I thought about it. Great game, great designers, but yeah, to this day, still their only design.
Just the one.
Would love to see them do more, but also very glad they brought us Lost Ruins of Arnak. So not a dig at all.
I think the hobby is better for all of these games on our lists, right?
Yeah.
So just give us more.
Yeah.
We're greedy.
Absolutely.
So, wait, what are you gonna say, Mike? I was just gonna go into
a bunch of honorables. Hit them.
Yeah. Okay, so this one makes me sad because they have made a ton of games. I have all but two games in their that are out. I have all but two games in their catalog, and one of them I don't have because I traded it to Bob, and now you'll likely never be able to get it ever again. And I'm talking about Cthulhu Wars from Peterson Games. It's a massive hit for them. It is a massive hit. Evil High Priest is criminally underrated. It's a really, 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 really good game, and nobody will ever know about it. And those are their two best games. I haven't played Glorantha. That's the other game of theirs that I do not have.
Yeah. So you played, what was that one with the gate, the big freaking?
Oh yeah, Planet Apocalypse. Yeah. And I love that game, but Cthulhu Wars is by far in a way, their best game. And their most popular game. It's in the top 500. It's a great game. Ostia, it right now is a one-hit wonder from Tatsuka Chao. I don't know how you say it. I apologize. I love your game. Yeah. Please.
That was going to be on my list, but they also do Aqua Garden, which I own but haven't played.
Okay.
It's the same people, but
same designer.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I hadn't even heard of Aqua Garden, so I was like, okay. Tammany Hall by Doug Eckhart. Tammany Hall is a badass game. It got a reprint from Panasaurus. Right on. Absolutely love Tammany Hall. Really cool game. Really neat. Love the theme.
Hate in a box.
Hate in a box. It's mean as hell. Great time.
A little racist.
Hey, it is representative of the time period, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Represent history the way history was. I don't need it sugar-coated. I'm a big boy. I can handle it.
Got my big boy pants on.
Yeah. And then not the husband and wife duo Mike wanted to talk about, but the husband and wife duo that I will talk about, Jeff and Carla Horger, designers of Thunder Alley. And that's it. Which Thunder Alley is really good. I really enjoy that game quite a bit. And I'm not a NASCAR. I'm not a racing guy. But Thunder Alley is really neat with the wear and the tear on the cards or on your cars, and you're racing as a team. So you're tear them. Yeah. But you have to make pit stops and you have to, do things like that. It's pretty fun. It's a good game. Those are mine. I think that was GMT. Yeah. GMT made Thunder Alley.
2 honorable mentions that I had that didn't make it. Dennis K. Chan with Beyond the Sun.
I thought that was going to be on your list.
Yep, that didn't quite make it. And then also Ryan and Sean Spangler and Jody Sweetman did Soul Last Days of a Star.
Oh, I really like that game.
Really enjoyed that game, and that was definitely their best one. And it was and then I had a bunch of them kind of like from last year that were like really good that are only but I ended up taking those off the list.
I wanted my games to be
it really hasn't been much time. They got to give them time to.
You gotta let them cook, man.
Gotta let them cook. Yeah, I also had Ostia on my list, but I had parentheses as like close because it didn't quite meet my parameters. I had set,
sure.
So I left it off. Yeah.
That's fair. Bob's known for his very high parameters.
That's right. Low standards.
Mike,
parameters.
All right, Mike, what are some of your honorables? I'm dying to hear them, man.
Good ones. I will say I had James Wilson. I also have Dennis Chan, who's the designer of Beyond the Sun.
Yep. Bob was just talking about
that was his only release until he now has Beyond the Horizon coming out this year. But guess what? It's a civilization themed Beyond the Sun. So still just kind of re-implementation on one idea.
And also you need to see if it's going to be a big hit too, right? I mean,
correct. Yes. We consider Peterson game, but I know you've talked about you mentioned it again, but you've talked about Planet Apocalypse as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I left them out, figured somebody else would talk
about
Planet
Apocalypse is good. It just wasn't the hit, right? It didn't land on like that hit criteria where it might have landed more on like an underrated or games you don't know
in
about.
Our shores, but hey.
Yeah, that's true too. Mike, when you're done with your honorables, we'll hit that. We'll hit that recap for stuff. So
okay. The designer of Diplomacy came to mind. His name is Alan Calhammer. Now that's a design that came out in 1968, but he doesn't have anything else that ever really became popular.
Sure.
And that's been around for decades. Um, uh, the designer of Chronicles of Crime, David Securel. He's got Kids Chronicles, which is a kid's version of Chronicles of Crime, but he
Sure.
really doesn't have anything else that's not Chronicles based, and that hit the top 300. And then my other one would be the designer Karsten Hartwig, who designed Chinatown. That's 367. The only other design they have in the top 3,000 is Waterfall Park, a re-implementation of Chinatown, except that Chinatown came out in 1999. Waterfall Park didn't come out till 2023. So you got a 25-year gap between re-implemented version of Chinatown. So I that's all of them. I did consider Alan Moon, except you know that I'm not a ticket. You know I'm not a Ticket to Ride fan, but I enjoyed Union Pacific a lot actually because it's a stockholding game.
Yeah.
There's a lot of player interaction.
Yeah.
So I
Mike,
I'll talk about it, but those are my honorables.
We can't not get invited to the gathering before we get invited to the gathering. Come on, man.
I know. That's why I
invited before we were even invited.
I know.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was not going to say it, but
banned
I did.
So hard.
All right.
So we'll be all right.
All right.
There you go. That's my honorables.
Let's run these top down.
Okay.
All right. So here we go. So for my number 5, I had Kevin Bishop. He did the Shipwreck Arcana. Jeremy Stoltzfus, who did a War of Whispers for my number 4. The Headquarter Simulation Game Club did Korra Rise of an Empire. My number 2 was Luc Raymond, who did Sky Team. And my substitute in for my number 1 was Acropolis. Jules Masad, who did Acropolis.
Nice. So my number 5 is Wingspan by Elizabeth Hargrave. She has other titles, but nothing has been nearly as huge as Wingspan. My number 4 is Deception, Murder in Hong Kong, designed by Toby Ho. Awesome game. He's only done Deception, Murder in Hong Kong stuff that we've seen, maybe overseas. Actually, you would know, is this person done a bunch over in the Asian markets that we haven't seen? Number 3, calling out friends of the show, Evan Halbert and Ryan Mock for After the Empire. It's 2019, I believe that came out. So come on, guys, get some more games signed. I want to play your games because you're great dudes, and I've played your I've at least played Evan's prototypes, and I know they're good. And then number 2 is It's a Wonderful World by Frederic Girard. Great game. Love it. One of my favorite engine builders of all time. And my number 1 is Everdell, designed by James A. Wilson. Again, he's done a few other games, right? And some other Everdells that I actually even really like, but none have gotten nearly as big as the first Everdell. So that's my list.
Pretty in tune with what Alan's saying. I considered Thomas Singh on my list as well because nothing has been as much of a hit as The Crew. Another good pick. Recap of my top 5, though. My number 5 is designer Mattis Khatri, who designed Alchemist in 2014. It's ranked 149, and Deal with the Devil was not nearly as good as that.
Nope.
Publisher Adam's Apple Games. Their hit was Planet Unknown, and nothing else they have published has been nearly as successful as that. Number 3 is Matthias Vig, the designer of Arc Nova, which came out in 2021, is number 3 on BGG. And now here we are in 2025, hearing that Sanctuary is coming out, which is a Arc Nova tile laying game. Maybe do something other than Arc Nova. Number 2, Kienta Publishing, or Kienta Games, which is created by Dennis Halligan, and the only game to his credit is Obsession, and it's number 64 on BGG. Number 1, Minnowen, the designers of Lost Ruins of Arnak, one of my all-time favorite games, but that's the only game that they have ever designed, and it came out in 2020.
Yep, right on. Ooh, if you could resurrect one forgotten game with a modern redesign, what would you choose?
Downfall Pompeii. I'm not sure how to
good.
redesign it. I'd probably just reprint it, honestly.
So, Bob,
with more modern art. And
I looked that
5
one up.
to 6 players.
There
I
you go.
looked that one up. I looked that one up for my one-hit wonder list.
Yeah,
He has a bigger hit than Downfall.
He does.
he does. I looked at it too. I don't remember what it was, but
It's
it almost made-
Carcassonne.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Even though
I
I
knew it was another
played,
tile laying game.
yeah,
Yeah,
Downfall's
I'm not
better,
Huge on
but-
Carcassonne, but
Carcassonne's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine for
fine.
what it was then.
I'd rather
But
play Downfall.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
I'm really
it
looking
was
forward to picking up my copy of Downfall of Pompeii at Indie Spiel. So
What?
nice.
Really?
yeah,
Did
yeah.
you get it on the flea market?
There was a guy who reached out, wanted a game, wanted to know if I was interested in any trades, and so I looked at his list, and he had Downfall on there. So I was like, "Yep."
Nice.
Nice.
So
It's
yeah,
a great one to own.
Yeah, that's a really good pick, Bob. New art, make it compatible with 5 or 6, which
Yep.
shouldn't be too hard. Just expand the map a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and that would be awesome.
Yep.
Damn, that's tough. I'm
They should remake
struggling
Rob.
with that one.
yeah,
Remake Chinatown. Oh wait,
yeah.
with a
I mean,
waterfall.
there's probably some really good ones out there.
That's such a good question. I can't come up with an answer.
It is. I mean, so it's like, is it because like the game will never get made again because the IP is gone? You know what I mean? Like people don't have the rights, because you could do a lot of the any of the games that like basically were based on Games Workshop games, right? Or so like, or like a Battlestar Galactica. I mean, I have Unfathomable and I have BSG. So I don't, I feel like they did it right, when they redid it. But if you could do like Forgotten Stars, right? Or is it Forbidden Stars? Now I'm already forgetting. Forbidden Stars.
That's a good one.
Yeah. If you could do Forbidden Stars, right? People
That'd
could get back into that, and you could like streamline it a little, because it's a little clunky. It's
Right.
cool.
Yeah, here's another one for you too. And on those same lines is, what is that? I want to say Dark Angels or Black Angels. But basically, like, you have like those the little arachnid things that are charging at you.
Space Hulk.
Is it Space Hulk? Is that what that was?
Yeah, Death Angel is the card version
Okay.
of the game, and then
Yeah,
Space
Space
Hulk is
Hulk.
the one with the minis.
Yes.
The
Let's
massive-
redo that one.
Yeah.
Streamline those rules a little bit, and not necessarily zombicide-ish, but
No,
zombicide.
dude,
Yeah.
put Aliens theme on it.
Yeah. There you go.
Right, bam.
Okay.
Right? Make them xenomorphs.
I mean, yeah.
I got one.
IP. What's that?
I'm gonna go with Archipelago. So Archipelago is way ahead of its time because it combined a whole ton of Euro mechanics and what is a semi-cooperative game where you're colonizing. So that's one reason it would need a re-theme, and you're taxing people, and you're trying not to get the population too mad because you've overtaxed them. But
So
there's
that-
one player.
So you'd use tariffs then, so then you're not taxing your own population, you're actually
Yes.
taxing the.
Right,
Exactly.
we could use aliens. We can make it a space theme if you want, but you're exploring. There's some worker placement. There's some market manipulation. There is
Market manipulation does not happen in the real world.
Yeah, that's true.
Archipelago is fantastic, but it's kind of been forgotten about. And I feel like if it came out now with a different theme, it would do very well.
So not to get too political, but James, a guy came into work the other day and we kept talking about how the tariffs were all fake. And and I had to tell him that, like, well, I know people that have had to pay extra money on stuff being shipped in, so you can believe they're fake all you want, but they're not.
Well, yeah, and then when next time you come in and you complain because all of our prices went up by 20% on the stuff
Again.
you buy,
Yeah.
That's because it's fake.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, what is that? Corporate America then is just what it is?
Yeah, it's greedy corporate America. But It's just capitalism, Tim.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Unregulated capitalism.
That's right. What could go wrong?
Nothing. It's perfect because they are people too.
That's right. Corporations are people, my friend.
It's like, it reminds me of like one of the best jokes in Kingpin that nobody remembers when he's talking about like smoking. It's like, well, cigarettes are bad for you. You know, like they don't want to kill their customers. You know, like it's just.
Mm-hmm.
Why would they lie to us?
Why would they lie? Why would good people at the big tobacco lie?
Yeah.
Oh, you make a good point. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Oh shoot, it's so good. It's so good. Oh man, this was really fun, guys. Thank you for indulging me on the list. I am pleased with how well it went. Yeah. I thought somebody was gonna have Mechs vs. Minions on their list.
Thought about it.
Because they're one-hit wonders in the board game industry.
Yeah.
Now they're massive outside of the board game industry, which is kind of why I left them off my list. But
wow, that didn't even hit my radar. I glossed right over that one. I would be okay with that being on a list for sure.
But I thought, man, that'd be a good one to put on there.
It is. Unfortunately, they don't need the money to keep making games in a thin margin industry.
Nope. But I'm really glad they did the one they did. It's still a great game all these years later. David. Oh.
Stick around for top 5 food games number 2.
I was very pleased that I was able to swing it that way. That was fun.
I almost sent you a reel today, Tim, that was like somebody was talking about eating people. Like, we all know you're curious about what people taste like.
I am not Army Hammer. I just thought it was a funny joke.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's all right. I'll own it. So boys, we're going to play a round or two of Flip 7 before we go to bed.
Yeah, let's do it. We're going to go ahead and play the Golden Geek party game of 2024 winner, Flip 7. Ooh. And so that means we're also going to play it with Bob's 4 Roses small batch on the table there.
Sorry.
That's not actually entirely true. Let me switch this up because you don't need my ugly mug. And there we go.
Thank God. Oh,
it is true.
Yeah, I recognize that model from anywhere.
Costco special there.
So while Bob is shuffling and get ready to go, is anybody? I know Bob hasn't, and I'm sure Mike hasn't because he's in a relationship now. But man, is anybody playing Expedition 33? That is my current obsession. If I got on and played that game for like 20 minutes tonight because that's all I had, but I didn't want to go a night without playing it. See his stuff. Bob and I and a friend of ours are supposed to play Gloomhaven online tomorrow night. And the only bad thing about playing Gloomhaven online tomorrow night means I'm not going to be playing Expedition 33. This game has lived up for me. It has lived up to the hype. It is gorgeous. The music is amazing. The voice acting is absolutely top notch, and the story has been devastating. So anyways, are we good?
I've heard very good things.
I absolutely love this game. This is my favorite video game I've played in years.
Single player only, right?
Yeah, that's it. And I tend anymore now to like to play multiplayer online. You know, I really do like doing that more, but this game, I need to know the story. I'm like spoiler free. I'm like, anytime I see anything on Facebook that's like a picture of an area I haven't been, I make sure I just don't even read anything that they're talking about because I don't want to get spoiled on anything.
And sometimes there's nothing quite like a single player open world game to dive into. Speaking of which, they recently did the revised version of Oblivion.
Oh, so dude,
one of the
I was torn between Oblivion and Expedition 33.
Oh,
And
Dude.
I picked 33 because I knew like Oblivion will be, I've already played Oblivion, like the shit out of Oblivion. I played so much of it, and I will own the remaster version because I know I love it. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a flyer on this like really hot game and support that small independent studio. You know what I mean? That's only like 30 people, right? Or is it it's small. And it's like a French studio. And I'm really glad I did. It's really cool. I mean, Bethesda will get my Oblivion money when I'm done with Expedition 33, but I haven't loved a single player role playing game like this since maybe Knights of the Old Republic. It's been a long time since I've had a game that just pulls me. Like when I'm not playing it and I'm at home, I'm like, ooh, I wonder if I could take over the TV and just start playing. Like, how mad would anybody be at me if I just start playing this game? So it's
I've heard some good things.
It's good stuff. Really enjoying it. All right, Hoopa Loop, you got us ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I noticed a new notification on the indie spiel, so I was looking at all the new games that Tim put up for sale.
Yeah.
Did he during the stream here? Is that what's going on?
Looking around my room. What can I get rid of?
Yep. Edited 48 minutes ago. It's Tim. Multitasking.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
All right. Here we go.
Oh my God. Somebody put Scrabble on there? Really?
I know, right? Hey, stop looking. We're playing a game over here.
Hey, but it's the deluxe edition.
It is deluxe. $20 still a lot for deluxe Scrabble.
You
can pay 40 and get like one of my games.
You can pay 20 and get 4 of my games.
Oh, Tim's selling Doodle Dash.
Yeah.
That was fun.
It was.
Okay.
It was.
Hit me.
I'll just see if I can get $5. Hit me.
Oh, I'm keeping track of score too.
No, somebody else has to do that.
Tim's got paper. All right, hit me.
Yeah, I won't hit.
Yeah.
Ooh, those 11s. 11s coming on strong. Hit me, baby, one more time. Ah, fudge.
I'm gonna stop.
21, 29, 34 for Mike.
And 10, 20, 32 for me.
And then I get to add a 3 in front of the 0 just to keep it close.
Yep. And
so I'm at 30.
I was last one in.
On to you.
Glad I stopped.
Ooh.
Yep.
Hit me again, Ike.
This time,
what?
Rigged. Why do I have to get the warped one?
Oh, all right. Yeah, throw one at me. Throw one on me. Oh, okay.
It's a 6.
That's all right. Give me one more. All right, I'm gonna stop. 21, 31, 37.
10, 28, 37.
That's what I said. Booty trap.
Mm-hmm.
Tim's first. Wait, what?
And now I'm in the lead.
Oh, Chris wanted a card.
Oh, Chris.
Is he saying he's a patron? Is he on our patron? I haven't looked in a minute, I'll be honest.
I haven't either.
I haven't either.
Better deal them in.
Deal them in.
All right, let me get a piece of paper out.
We still have 12 patrons. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but thank you all. Some of you were in here.
Chris would have busted the he would have busted the first 2 rounds anyways.
It's probably true.
You better be responding quick.
Yeah.
When you see your number, you just type in hit or
start typing hit or pass.
Yeah.
Because there's that lag.
Whoops, sorry. Hit me.
Oh, hold on.
We got to deal Chris in.
Oh, he's got a name card. Oh, he says too late though. Is he bowing out?
Uh-oh.
Nope, he's in.
He's in now. He's in this round. Hit me.
No, it's not you. It's back to Mike.
Hit
you
Mike.
I will hit Mike. It was
Yep.
it is your turn, Tim.
Hit me.
Yeah, hit me. Always give me a second.
I should say like no. Now I don't want it.
Ooh. Since Chris
Freeze
likes
Trollwood.
to troll our chat,
You're gonna freeze Tim.
I'll freeze Tim.
No, freestyle one. Oh, what'd I get? 13.
Hit me.
Mike.
Yeah.
Chris.
Yep. Hit me.
See, you would have busted.
Hey,
Mike.
hit me. Ooh. Hit me. Cheating.
I'll take one more.
Oh,
I'll
geez.
stop. 10,
Oh, no.
20, 30, 40.
Mike got 0 that round.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All got, well, I guess Tim got a little bit.
Cheating.
Chris got 0.
Yep.
All right. Current score while Bob's getting it going is Bob has 72. I have 50. Mike has 34. And Mr. Charlwood has 0.
He's an auto hit with a second chance.
Yeah, he is. And I'm an auto hit with 1 card. Heyo.
Mike says always give him 2.
Yeah, always.
I'm taking another one. That's an auto hit. 69. Winner. Tim.
Hit me. I was looking at the picture Mike
Hit
sent.
me.
That's an auto hit.
The other one was with Randy Marsh, where he's got the wheelbarrow. You know what I'm talking
Nice. I do.
Oh, yeah.
about? I gotta find that one.
Tim.
Oh, yeah. Hit me. Yes.
Mike.
Hit me.
That's the second chance gone for Chris.
Ooh.
I'm stopping. So it's 20, 32, 36.
Hit me. Yes. Chris says hit.
Ooh, I got to freeze. I'll freeze myself. I'm going to be done. I shouldn't have pressed it anyway. Chris said hit. Uh-oh, flip 3. You giving that to Mike or are you giving that to yourself? That is quite the... Because Tim is done. You got your points, Tim?
Yep, I sure did.
Did you get my points yet?
Nope. How many did you get?
That flip 3. He wants
20,
it. Oh, he wants the smoke.
28 and 12 is...
40.
He's taking them himself. All right. Balls
Ballsy.
on this guy. 1, 2, and a second chance.
Oh.
Mike, you in?
Oh my God. I will stop.
Coward.
Coward.
Drew.
All right.
I'll need a score check
13.
after this.
23, 33, 36, 46.
Yeah.
46.
I mean, that's a quarter of the score I need. I'm good with that.
You're at 80 now, Mike.
All right. Chris, your second chance. Well, okay, it's gone now.
Wow.
All right,
Does
this is
he
basically
hit?
gone. Do you hit again or do you stay? Inquiring minds want to know. Hit, he
That
says.
was
He's
a
at
hit.
48. Oh, plus
he's
2.
still in it.
He's at 50 points.
You have to put something in the chat so you can tell.
Yeah, I'm just kind of watching to see if it moves up. Hit. Wait, nope. Okay, we're good.
Is that a hit?
No, I don't think so. Put it in there again, Chris. Yeah, I'm just watching to see if the comments move upward. We've got, I think it's about a
He said
15
yes
second
hit. He
delay.
said yes hit.
Yep.
Oh,
Wow. 2, 4, 6. One more card.
You want that last one?
One more
What
card.
does he want?
One more card.
Ooh.
20, 36, 40.
He says hit. Open
And
nine.
he busted.
Busted.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right. He's busted out. That goes to Tim.
Let's get a score check, Tim.
Hoop is leading 112. I'm in second with 86. Rice Cream is 80. And Chris the Troll is 0. What do I got? A flip 3?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bobby, take 3 cards.
Absolutely.
With a doubler? Wow.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, dang.
Mike,
Hit me, yeah. Always hit second.
I'm going to take one more.
Damn it.
Chris says hit. He's at numbers, so we'll be able to tell.
Hit.
Good call.
Mike,
Hit me.
I'm going to stop with 10, 29 doubled.
58.
58.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Chris says hit.
Timmy,
Yep, me.
Hit me.
Yep.
Hit
He's
him.
numbering his hits.
Who are you freezing?
Freeze.
Scores are Bob has 170. I have 86 and Mike has 80.
Ouch. I got to be more ballsy here, or Bob's
Right.
going to run
get
away
more
with it.
PLC. Guess you got to freeze Tim. You got the highest score.
Dry pie.
Mike
He said freeze Mike.
Oh, son of
Save Mike from himself. 28 points for Mike. Puts him at 108.
I regret not
hit
giving him
me.
that freeze earlier now. Ooh, the zero.
I'm assuming he's going to want another one since he took that one with the freeze. So we're just going to go ahead and hit him.
Yep. He said hit.
Whoop, flip 3. Who are you giving that to? You or Tim?
Uh-oh.
You or Tim.
Uh-oh.
He needs points, though. He might take them himself.
He said he wants him. He wants him. He said hit me.
Hit him.
All right, here he goes. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Man.
Timmy?
Hit me. Hit me.
Whoop.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm on auto hit now. Come
Yeah,
on.
you are.
wow. I assume
And he wants another hit.
Yep.
6.
Yep.
He busted.
Oh.
So auto hit until the second chance is gone. 3, 4,
Wow, one
5.
more for the bonus.
Second chance is
Oh.
gone.
Oh,
Well, you might as well
now
hit
it's
me.
intriguing.
You want to go for the bonus?
Yeah, I want the bonus. Ah, I get nothing, Lebowski.
Wow.
Nothing.
How much is left of that deck, Bob?
That's it.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
I was like, I think we're maybe 75%. No.
A little more than that. I need to pull up my BG stats here. I've been doing so bad at logging games lately.
You know he wants that first. You know he wants that card.
Hit me. I'm going for broke now. I got a lot of catch up to do.
He hasn't commented, but I'm going to guess he wants a hit. Yeah, hit 2. He said hit 2.
Yeah.
He hit me.
It hit me.
Fudge sickles.
Wow. 200 points, Brett. And Bob has got like 180 something.
How much do I have, Tim?
170.
All right, so I need 30 points.
30 points.
Hit 3.
Yep. If
There you go, hit 3.
Use your points. If you stop, you bank your points and add them to your total. Hit me. Yeah.
See, that's how you bust, just like that.
Just like that.
You get a repeat card, you're out. You can get this game for $8 at Walmart. It's a lot of fun. It supports as many people as you want to play it with.
I'm just going to say get this game for whatever price it is.
Yeah.
You won't regret it. It's great.
Nope.
It's just you, Chris.
You busted, Bob?
Yeah, I had 2 4s.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, that was a fast round with no points. Bonus points if you hit flip. If you can get 7 numbered cards, Brett, you get 15 bonus points.
And it immediately ends the round.
And it immediately ends the round. Oh, Mike.
I'll take them.
Yeah.
I got some catching up to do here.
Yeah, you do.
Woo!
Cheating.
Oh, mother.
Freeze him. Freeze him, Chris.
Yeah.
Freeze.
Freeze Mike. I think he said freeze Mike.
Freeze.
That's wow. I didn't know that Bob couldn't read.
Yeah,
Tim
freeze Bob. Freeze Bob.
Yeah.
Bob's
rigged.
Bob,
Mike.
frozen.
Oh, hit me.
Thanks for playing.
There.
Well, obviously, Chris can take a card. I'll take a card for sure. Son of a bitch.
Thanks for playing.
On 5s. On 5s.
Hit him. Or he said hit 3. No. Wait. Oh, was I ahead on that? I might have been.
Well,
I don't-
you probably would have hit that.
I don't think he was going to sit that one out.
No, he's not sitting that one out. He's
It's
got no
Billy
points.
Windsor bust. Yeah, that's
He's got
what I
no
figured.
points.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Well, new round. Here we go. I need 30 points.
Oh, hit me.
He hit me.
Hit me. Yeah, at this point,
Hit
auto
me.
give me 3.
Son
Hit
of a
me.
biscuit.
Wow. Yeah.
Boo.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
He's saying
He wants that
hit
card.
until
Hit until he busts or wins.
Yeah, pretty much.
hit
I
him.
think we all have to. Hit me.
Ooh!
Hit him.
Hit Billy wins or
All right,
bust.
Mike.
Hit me.
Well, that's
Yeah. Yeah.
Flip 3. Flip 3.
Unfortunately, that's
I
enough
know,
for
I'm
him
like,
to
three.
win.
Flip 3, Mike. Flip 3. Flip 3, Mike. Flip 3. Oh,
I'll stay.
Ah!
I'll stay with my
33.
33 points.
I will. Yeah, me and
It's
Chris
not
have to
your
keep going to try and catch him. So it's our only chance. He
Bust.
busted. Hit me.
You're not
That's not
catching
gonna
me,
be
Mike.
enough.
Maybe with the
but
times
no.
2.
Hit me.
That's 7.
It is.
Yep.
What's
10,
that amount to? That's not bad.
20, 30, 48, 49, 53, 59.
Yeah,
Not bad. It made you more respectable.
I guess.
All right, let me load my BGs.
Boo.
No.
All right.
Are we doing one more or are we done?
I'm probably good with that.
Yeah.
My body won't hate an early night. So
Yep. So what were the final scores?
Bob had 0.
Yep.
Correct.
And then Chris had 0. And then
He did,
Mike and I had 70 bajillion. Mike had 108 and I had 86.
I
I
tend
think
to
I had 203, right?
You did have 203. That is correct.
I tend to just put a winner without scores in this game, but many ways to do it.
Ooh, do I have Whiskey Wednesday as a location? Sure,
Oh,
I do.
I thought
nice.
I did too, but I don't.
Nice.
I have Tabletop Simulator as a location. I thought
Me
about
too,
doing
but this is not
Wednesday.
TTS. This is
No,
Whiskey
I know.
Wednesday.
This is Whiskey
I'm just
Wednesday.
saying.
It's the real deal, baby.
It is.
Thank you, Four Roses. Not a sponsor, but you could.
But could be. Yeah, thank you, Reese's Nutrageous. Not a sponsor, but you could be.
I'd love to get Angels Envy as a sponsor, but we can dream.
We can dream. Well, guys, this was, as always, an absolute blast. The audience had some banger picks tonight, so thank you guys for being in there and participating. Chris, thanks for sitting in on a round of Flip 7. Can't wait to play games with you IRL. There is a meetup this Saturday.
Yeah, hopefully you can make it. Don't worry, Mike won't be there.
Yeah, so you can show up and know you'll have a good time.
That's true. That's true. You got stuff going on that day. Upcoming guest, just for fun, next week, Josh Bowman. He was the one that brought us BGG Top 100 Games That Shouldn't Be There, which was a great topic, and his game Beach Day will be on Kickstarter by then. The week after that, our good buddy Sam Stockton from BA Games, because he's got Goats and Goblins hitting Kickstarter soon. Those are our next two guests, so should be fun.
Josh, pick a topic yet?
Not yet.
Oh, just a heads up to everybody. Next week's topic, because he's going to be here, we know it's going to be spicy. So
you like it the spice.
You like it the spice.
Like it the spice.
And we're not going to shy away from it either. So we will embrace the heat. I can't wait. It's going to be good times. This is going to be a fun month.
Like Conan on the fast ones. Yes!
Oh, yeah. Yeah, hot ones.
So alive.
Yeah.
That's great.
Conan's great on anything. I'm good. But all right, boys. Well, this has been awesome. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And we will see y'all next week for the Board Game Rundown. I've been Tim.
Bob.
Mike.
Thanks for watching. No?
Later.
Is it not working?
We'll see you guys.
Good job, Stonemeyer. A 7.3 repeating. Heating.